There's some expression, your best ideas come to you in the shower, in transit, and as you're about to go to sleep. I haven't stopped thinking about what the next painting is. I feel incredibly free when I have an art idea. Being an artist is almost like a pursuit of this feeling of freedom. I love that feeling. I live for that. I've been predominantly making these SketchUp models on the computer as a way of producing a sketch for a painting. These sort of bad architectural models that are these semi-figurative scenarios, I just get basic line and detail information from that and project it large scale, sketch it out on the canvas, and then realize the painting using airbrush. The way that paintings are made is almost the content, you know? I would like to keep it a bit more vague and explore things with the technique, because the technique tells its own story. You can take traditional tools and employ them in the way that they've been intended to be employed for 500 years, and then in the next hour, you know, incorporate some kind of new technology that bears no relationship upon the gesso that is, you know, something that's been used for however long and comes out of a recipe that was invented in Italy who knows how long ago. The juxtaposition of all these things produces meaning. I try to kind of put things side by side that may have never been seen together before to produce a new relationship or just to produce a new visual reality. I think by 11 or 12, I was already in love with art. And then by the time I was 16, it was just like unequivocal. I was like, I know that this is what I have to do. I have to go to Cooper Union. I grew up here in New York, and my parents are artists as well, so I grew up in a loft where half of it is their art studios, the other half is kind of open plan apartment. So growing up, my room was basically a loft bed above my mom's studio, so that was how I was used to living. My parents use golden paint, and so I only use golden paint. This company, you know. So I'm like a second generation golden paints painter. The joke is every day of my childhood, my dad would just stand in front of me and intimidatingly kind of do this like finger wagging thing and say, never become an artist, don't become an artist, marry a millionaire.
How's that working out?
No on both counts. I don't know what it is, but I just love solitude, and I love working alone and defining my own time and my own life and my own space. You don't look at the clock anymore, and then all of a sudden the sun is down and you realize you've been painting for 14 hours and you have this progress in front of you. This is your task. This is what makes being an artist so hard. because I don't want to reproduce other people's paintings. I want to make my own